welcome from American One risk specialist Erin Supinsky and financial wellness specialist Tom Harris. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. How you guys doing?
Doing really well.
Good.
Well, we should start with congratulations to Thomas. He's a newlywed.
Yes,
And
freshly new.
Awesome.
Thanks, I appreciate it. Very
exciting.
lucky.
Very exciting.
It's an American One love story too, isn't it?
Yes, we both met at American One, and we've been together for almost 3 years now. So
Did you
HR knows?
Did you meet at the ATM or at the teller
we actually
line?
worked at the same branch for a
Okay.
little bit, and then we went separate ways, and then we started talking.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Very
Wow.
cool.
And yeah, she's engaged.
Yes, congratulations.
Thank you.
Awesome, exciting times
Yeah,
for our
something-
fraud fighters.
Something in the water at American One.
Yeah, something is.
All right, we love to get the latest on being protected when it comes to holding on to our money. And investment scams are one area where people are losing a lot, their whole fortune.
Yep, the dream is to make it big with all of your money, and the next thing you know, it's just gone. You think your investment scam or the investment that you've found, it's too good to be true. You're thinking you're going to get these amazing returns, and it could be right away or further down the line, depending on what you're involved in, and then you just have no money left.
What's the type of investment scam that we see from time to time?
Yeah, a lot of people are familiar with pyramid schemes.
Yes.
Yep, those are a big one, and they rely heavily on recruiting in order to build the scheme and then for the individuals involved to be paid. And we also have Ponzi schemes, which are something people hear about time and time again.
I have a lot of Facebook friends that are involved in both of those activities. I mean, so at some point they should stop.
One friend or another always falls for something.
Someone's selling something, right?
Yup.
Yeah, absolutely.
But they're ancient, but they're still people are they're
Yep.
still doing them.
They always have a new face on an old scam.
So how do we protect ourselves?
So you want to kind of keep an eye out for a lot of red flags. One really common one is feeling rushed to make an investment, like you're going to lose out if you don't invest right now. And you also might be looking out for really complex and unclear directions in your investment. You really don't know where your money's going or when you're going to see it again. You could be guaranteed high returns on your investment, and if it's too good to be true, it's too
No
good
one
to be
should
true.
be guaranteeing you anything in an investment return, correct?
No. Every investment has risk. You hear a lot of crypto right now. Crypto is big, buy low and sell it really high. Everybody's looking for the next Bitcoin. So, yep. Everybody's trying to get that next investment, but just be careful. There's a lot of them out there.
Yep, be very critical, do your research in any new investment that you're going to become involved in. It's a great idea to consult a financial advisor, and your financial institution may have experts as well that you can come and talk to before making a decision that could end up costing you a lot of money.
And some of those Ponzi schemes, people that you know, your friends and family, they may be victims and they're passing their victimness on to you.
Correct, yep, it does spread from friend to friend through social media. And it's very hard sometimes to realize you are involved in these kinds of schemes before it's too late.
Yeah.
Tommy?
My uncle has this great idea.
Yeah. If you buy enough toilet paper and then you get people to sell toilet paper, you'll make a lot more money off the toilet paper, Bart. Tommy, let's talk a little bit about CODs. And you see CODs advertised here and there, different rates, different terms.
Yeah.
Let's walk us through them a little bit. How can they be? What are they?
So CDs are just certificate of deposits. They're an investment vehicle that some people use to lock their money away so they can't touch it, and they're earning money on it more than their normal savings account. Typically, savings accounts you're only earning like 0.25, and a lot of these CDs nowadays, they're upward of 4%. So if you're trying to set yourself up for success in the future, it's a great opportunity to make sure that your money is earning money for you.
Do you have to be certain that you're not going to need that money for the period of time that you're putting it into the investment?
So ideally, you're going to want to make sure you have a little bit of time because there's set terms for what interest rate you're going to get. So either a 6 month to a couple years, your interest rate dictates on how long that money's locked up for. So for me, everybody's different. You got to contact a financial advisor to find best practices for you. But for me, I found the best way is putting my emergency fund in a short-term CD. So mine is a 6-month CD that every 6 months it rolls back over, and if something happens, there is a small penalty that I'm going to pay, but my emergency fund is growing and it's setting me up for if something happens, like a roof, a tree falls on a roof, something like that, the money's there so you can have it.
So for you, how do you determine how much you want to have in an emergency fund?
Yeah, so you want to make sure you're still paying your bills. A lot of people are like, put as much money into it, put a ton of money. Make sure you are setting a monthly budget. That is huge. Not enough people put in a budget. Once you can set that budget up, make sure you're putting only like 5% or so into it. But everybody's different. Sit down with a financial coach, a financial advisor, and they can help you set these up.
IRA is another investment tool. Is that different from a CD and how that money is stored at the credit union?
Yeah, so an IRA is an individual retirement account. So this is just set up for your retirement. It's slightly different than a CD, but they kind of work the same. There is actually 2 different IRAs, a traditional and a Roth, and the only thing that's different is the taxes and when you're going to pay them. But it's kind of set the same way where their terms dictate how much interest you're going to earn off that money. But really, you sit down with your financial advisor, they'll tell you which one you want to do. Roth is just so that you're paying taxes before you hit retirement, and the traditional is you're paying taxes once you hit retirement.
And if anyone has any questions or is worried that they might be falling victim to a scam, you can contact the Fraud Fighters right here in town, thefraudfighters.org.
Here's a scam. I was in Ireland a couple weeks ago, and before I went, someone said, "Buy me a ticket to the Irish sweepstakes." So I got over there and I asked somebody who's a bookie, and he said there is no Irish sweepstakes. It's one of the biggest scams going. So I
Really?
said, "Yeah."
Every place has a scam.
Yeah,
Everyone does.
I have tickets to the Irish sweepstakes if anyone needs any. Thank you guys so much for being with us today.
Of course.
Thank you.
Appreciate you having us on.
Tommy and Erin from American One. More of the morning show right after this.